It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. This time they'll go to the running game. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Tackled immediately after the catch. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the play.
The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Off the play fake on first down. And they get the sack right out of the gate. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So after the last drive ended with a... This one away. Team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Gets it out quickly. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too. Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. They finally make the stop with the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the air on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Got his man all by himself. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Unloads it downfield. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll immediately call timeout. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying play action. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Davis looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First down here for the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete. It hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, he can dial up home runs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did...
Reels it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll go right back to the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Caught behind the line. It's Miranda. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Cradling that fumble and securing it. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Surging forward on the sneak. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this?
Completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Miranda. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Giving him his pads. Touchdown, Washington! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And step number one when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, Dave, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass, defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Right on target this time. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Davis will throw. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Davis looking to pass. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Brings up third down. The throw is incomplete. Third down coming.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
You know, in the running game, there's a lot of ways that you can attack a defense. You can do it conventionally with running backs, and we're seeing more and more teams use the quarterback in the RPO game.
A shot toward the end zone. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Harper.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.